This Colts offense is rolling. I'm gonna take the Colts on this one. And also shout out to Daniel Jones for being a smart person, because a lot of people in the NFL, especially quarterbacks, don't recognize when an organization is garbage and going to fail them. And he had the Giants cut him to get out of there last year, was it last year? Yeah. So shout out to Daniel Jones for that, because now he got in a good situation, and he has proven, along with other guys like Mac Jones and Baker Mayfield, that sometimes it's not just the quarterback, it's also their surroundings as well. So I'm taking the Colts.
Yes. But all right, fellas, let's go ahead and let's get into these games. Of course, we have to start off with the number one team here in the AFC West, and that is the Chargers. Coming off of a win, but they're playing Indiana Jones, who is lightning hot right now. Andrew, what are your expectations for this one?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. And thank you for acknowledging that we're number one. I had an argument with a buddy of mine who's a Broncos fan. He's like, oh, no, we're number one. I said, you're tied for number one. We have the tiebreaker. Anyways, look, this is going to be a tough game. The Bolt Bros will be there. I'm excited. I think this is going to be a very hard game. The Colts look very good. Indiana Jones has played very well. And clearly, anyways, I can talk about the whole Giants organization. They shouldn't have let him walk, but I digress. Look, so I'm going to pick the Chargers for this game. And I'll tell you why, and you guys might laugh at me. I don't know if you guys are going to pick the Chargers for this one very often, but on the defensive side of the ball, Khalil Mack should be back. We got Adolfo Yohe. I completely forgot to talk about him. He got his first sack of the year with the Chargers, I think on his third or fourth snap this last game. So Adolfo Yohe, Tuli Pelotu, and Khalil Mack on the field against the Colts should be pretty good. We also should be getting a linebacker back as well, too. And then also on the offensive side of the ball, we should be getting Joel, our left tackle, and also Trey Pipkins, our right tackle, and Quentin Johnson could be coming back as well, too. Some of these players were held back this last game just because they were getting ready for the Colts. So we should be as healthy as week one against the Colts, and that's why I'm thinking the Chargers should take the dub. It's going to be a tough game, guys. I mean, again, the Chargers like to always make every game interesting. You know that. I know that. The NFL knows that. But I think we win by a field goal, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm excited to be there. Be a lot of fun. And I'm picking the Chargers.
All right, guys. Andrew is picking the Chargers. Let's go on over to Ryan. Ryan, do you think the Chargers are also going to get a big statement win here to get back on track?
I saw this Colts team live, and the Broncos almost beat the Chargers with a pretty subpar offensive performance, and this Colts offense is rolling. I'm gonna take the Colts on this one. And also shout out to Daniel Jones for being a smart person, because a lot of people in the NFL, especially quarterbacks, don't recognize when an organization is garbage and going to fail them. And he had the Giants cut him to get out of there last year, was it last year? Yeah. So shout out to Daniel Jones for that, because now he got in a good situation, and he has proven, along with other guys like Mac Jones and Baker Mayfield, that sometimes it's not just the quarterback, it's also their surroundings as well. So I'm taking the Colts.
All right. Andrew's taking the Chargers. Ryan's taking the Colts. Marcus, where are you going to go?
So you guys know I'm a degenerate. So I always look at the public. I was looking at the public money on these games. So this game, the public's 70% of the money is on the Colts to win money line, as well as in the spread. And the sharps, the betting sharps, the professional bettors this week love the Chargers in this spot. The Colts are being overvalued in this game. As much as I want to pick the Colts, I think the Chargers are going to win this game this week. So yeah, head says the Chargers, but the heart says the Colts. But give me the Chargers in a dub this weekend.
Wow, Marcus is also going to take the Chargers. So, Simone, let's go on over to you. Are you going to make this 3 out of 4 Chargers, or you can have this thing split down the middle?
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the tougher opponents for sure. I mean, we've seen the Colts firsthand, and yeah, it wasn't really that good. But I know that the Chargers, they got a lot of players coming back this week, and I think the biggest factor for them is seeing what they do against Jonathan Taylor and seeing what HN did last week, going into this week with a much better running back. It's going to be tough, but I feel like with the home field advantage and with getting a lot of the players back, key players for the Chargers, I think that the Chargers might sneak in and get this W.
Wow, so we also have Samoan taking the Chargers. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I thought more of you were going to take the Colts in this game, so I am pleasantly surprised. And Andrew, I see the smile on your face there. I'm sure you're pleasantly surprised too. Now, look, all the expectations are put on the Chargers now, so now it's time to put up or shut up and get this dub. Let us know your guys' thoughts about the game in the comment section below. Let's go on over to you, Ryan, because you guys are coming against another team that hasn't been great this season, but since they made that quarterback change there with Jackson Dart, that team is running with absolute steam. I mean, not just him behind center as a rookie, but also you got Cam Scatabo, the rookie running back. Both of those guys love contact. I mean, they have the opportunity to avoid contact and not put themselves in harm's way, but they purposely decide to take hits. So this team is certainly lightning hot. They got a big win against the Philadelphia Eagles. What are you projecting to happen in this one?
Scatterbo and Dart are going to have to meet Mr. Dre Greenlaw, probably. I think, yeah, he should be coming back this week. So good luck with that. You're going to realize you can't get away with that shit with every team. And I think there's been enough film out on Jackson Dart now. You just got to make this dude play from the pocket. I think it's as simple as that. I think this defense is going to eat that offense alive. Ultimately, I think the game's just going to come down to how well can this offensive line play and run the ball to support the passing game. I have a gut feeling it's going to be ugly again. I don't want to feel that. Usually we play a little bit better at home. But I think it's going to be another one of those scenarios where we're going to have probably one really strong quarter. Could be the fourth, could be the third, could be the second, when things are looking smooth. And then, they just stall or something. That's what I'm feeling. Hopefully, the one thing with this defense that they haven't really done is get takeaways. I think they need to start getting some takeaways and forcing some of that to get this offense into a good field position, just to get some of that momentum going. But I don't know. I've lost energy with this offense, man, and just trying to predict what they're going to do because it's completely different every week. So, but I'm still going to take the Broncos winning. If we lose, holy shit, we don't deserve to just trade our spot with the Raiders because they'll probably play harder than us. But yeah, I'm still going to take the Broncos on this one.
Ryan's going to take the Broncos against a gritty New York Giants team, which let me tell you, Cam Scatabo and Jackson Dart aren't going to have a long NFL career if those guys keep putting themselves in harm's way. And that's all I'm going to say about that matter. I mean, especially 100%. The quarterback inviting contact and leading with his head is one of the most absurd things I've seen. I mean, he's been in the blue medical tent over the last 2 weeks. He was in the blue medical tent during the preseason too. So, I mean, hey, if you can bet on that, take the over on Jackson Dart heading to the blue medical tent. But Marcus, let's go down to you. What are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think the Giants are an overvalued team. I think everyone saw what they did against the Eagles, and I'm seeing right now it's not that much. But 60% of the money is on the Broncos to just win this game outright. 80% of the money is on the Giants to cover the spread, the 7 points, which I think is interesting. I think that a lot of people saw what the Broncos did against the Jets last week, coming back over from across the pond, narrowly winning that game. I think the Broncos win in a blowout this week. I think they win by 2 possessions in this game. Also, it's the lowest total point game for the week. 39.5 is the total points for this game. I think Broncos win this weekend against the Giants, and I think by 10, 2 possessions. So give me the Broncos.
I could see it.
All right, Marcus is also taking the Broncos. Keep in mind, too, this was a Giants team that, although they, beat the Philadelphia Eagles last week on Thursday Night Football, the week prior, they also lost to the New Orleans Saints and gave them their first win of the season. So let's definitely keep both of those things in mind. Samoan, let's go on over to you. What do you think about the game?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those matchups for Jackson Dart and them. It's going to be a good test for them because, like we stated earlier, I mean, the Broncos defense is definitely going to be the key for the Broncos winning any games moving forward. But, it just depends on what the Broncos can do. I know Nick Benito's been lighting it up and getting to the quarterback, and I feel like that's going to be the biggest key for them in this game is just to put a lot of pressure on Jackson Dart. But I feel like with all the momentum riding right now and seeing how I feel like they feel on cloud nine, right? Like they feel like they could compete with any team out there. And I feel like with the Broncos offense not really matching that same energy, I got to go with the Giants on this one.
Wow, Samoan's going to go with the Giants on this one. All right, taking the upset. Andrew, let's go on up to you. You going to split this one down the middle? Do you also like the upset in favor of the New York Giants, or you going to make it 3 out of 4 Denver?
Yeah, so pretty interesting game. I have a good friend who's a Giants fan, and I have a good friend who is a Broncos fan. And guys, we saw the Giants. We gave them their first win. And Jackson Dart came out, thought he was just going to get his start versus the Saints. No, he came to the Chargers, and we got beat, So, look, here's the thing. The Giants, to me, are a deceptive team in a weird way because I think the defense is better than they've played. They have an amazing front defensive line. Amazing, right? That pass rush is pretty solid. Now, again, the Chargers have a pretty weak offensive line. And Ryan, you said the Broncos' offensive line has looked bad. I think they're going to get exposed. I think Bo Nix is going to struggle a little bit, and your offense hasn't looked good. Your defense has kept you in the game. Man, I just think this is going to be a low-scoring game, and I think the Giants are going to pull it out. And again, Jackson Dart has impressed me. And Colby, you said it best. They're not going to have a very long NFL career if he doesn't start sliding, because he is taking blows to the head left and right. And dear God, get on the ground. Like, what is he doing? And Cam Scadaboo, dude, that guy's going to end up on a wheelchair at some point. I mean, goodness gracious, guys. Like, what is going on? Like, they cannot act like berserkers out there. So, hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see how much gas they have in the tank. But, again, I think it's going to be a squeaker. Giants are going to win versus the Broncos by, 3, something like that.
Yeah, they certainly got to learn to calm their rookies down. Feels like they're just feeling hot. They're feeling themselves. And that's certainly great. But you also got to say, hey, longevity in this league matters. And if we are going to win this game and win games in the future, we also need you. I mean, I obviously hope this doesn't happen, but it also wouldn't surprise me to see a situation where the Giants are dominating the game. They have the lead. Jackson Dart gets injured. He's in the blue medical tent. Not so lucky to come out this time. And now all of a sudden you put in Russell Wilson, and now the Denver Broncos are able to get
Give him to me. Give him to me.
You'll take that win wherever you can get it, but boy, oh boy, let's go and let's get into the final game here, previewing week 7 for the AFC West, a big in-division game. We got the Raiders, who are 2-4, with the Chiefs, who are 3-3. Marcus, let's start with this one. What are you projecting to happen, as both of these teams are coming off of wins?
So I'll start with, I'll just do Patrick Mahomes' stats against the Raiders in his career. So record-wise, 12-2. Against the Raiders, 4,141 yards passing, 33 touchdowns to 5 interceptions against the Raiders in 14 games. But the positive for the Raiders is the only 2 losses he's had have been in Kansas City. So he's 5-2 against the Raiders in Kansas City. So that gives you a glimmer of hope for the Raiders in this matchup. But we talked about earlier, Rashee Rice is back in this game. Rashee Rice has only played the Raiders twice. Like I said, his breakout game was against the Raiders his rookie season. But in 2 games against the Raiders, 14 catches, 164 yards, and 1 touchdown. I do think they're going to try to make a statement to try to give him the ball. Kind of the motto, the pass catchers have been kind of tweeting now for the last few weeks as they geared up for Rashee Rice come back. It was EGE, everybody's got to eat. And I think we're going to see everyone eat this weekend against the Raiders. 92% of the money is on the Chiefs to win money line. But again, we're a 12.5-point favorite. So not really getting much value there. 56% of the money is on the Raiders to cover the spread. And I do think it could be close. I mean, the Raiders do have a good defense. I know people want to shit on the Raiders. They do have a good defense. You know, Crosby has a solid rapport with Patrick Mahomes. They've had some good head-to-heads over the years. But I think the Raiders win. I think the Chiefs win this game.
Hey, leave that in there.
I think the Chiefs win, but I think the Raiders cover the spread. I do think that. So Chiefs win. Yeah. The Raiders cover the 12.5 points.
All right, Marcus got the Chiefs winning the game. Simone, let's go on over to you. Do you think that there's any way your Raiders win this game?
Man, like I said, we riding off of a high, man. It's funny because I heard a lot of Raider fans after the game like, hey, bring the Chiefs now. And I'm like, hey, chill, man. Let's just enjoy it right now. It's going to be a tough matchup for sure, And it sucks now because the Chiefs are riding hot right now offensively. Even though they took a loss last week, they still look good up until that last play. But, they're getting a lot of players back. And we don't really fare well against the Chiefs. I feel like we keep it competitive for sure. And that's one thing that I'm going to kind of hang my hat on is the fact that no matter what the record is, this game is – I don't know why the Raiders always seem to just want to be, like, real competitive when we play the Chiefs. Now we haven't won a lot of them, but I'm just saying, like, it's going to be one of those games that could be a sneaky one. And I'm really worried about Geno Smith and how he's going to perform at Arrowhead in that environment. It's going to be tough as well. And the last time we won against them was on Christmas, I believe so. But it's all going to come down to the defensive side of the ball and what the Raiders can do. Tough task, but if they could at least get to Patrick Mahomes and kind of throw him off rhythm, then we have a chance. I know Marcus said earlier that, the Chiefs so far this season have dominated against, top offenses. Well, good thing the Raiders don't really have a top offense. So I feel like we have a chance, and maybe they let their guard down because they're riding off of a high. So,
that's a good thing.
Just because we came off a win last week, I'm rolling with my Raiders. I'm putting some hope in them. I'm feeling a little bit optimistic. And, I mean, this would be a win that could, oh, my goodness, going into the bye week would be perfect. So right now, I'm holding on to that dream that we'll win this weekend.
And so, Samoan, just for the record, you are indeed taking your Raiders to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes,
for the
sir.
record.
Put my money on black. Yes, sir.
I give you props, brother. I give you props. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Andrew, let's go on up to you. Let's see what the rest of the panel thinks about this game. Andrew, do you believe that somehow, some way, Christmas comes early for Raiders fans?
Come on now.
Love you, Samoan, but ain't no way in hell that's gonna happen. Here's the thing, dude.
All right.
Here's
All
the
right.
thing. Here's the thing. I love you to death, buddy. I love you to death. I love your optimism. Yeah, you got to rep your team. I get it. Dude, the Chiefs are rolling now, man. And look, they took care of business against the Lions. And I'm sorry, dude. Bro, what did I didn't even see the stats that Geno Smith had. I mean, he is a pick machine, So look, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be turnovers. It's going to be all kinds of problems. I mean, any way you slice it. And Marcus, you said what, 12 points? Is that the spread? So
yeah, it went from 10.5 to 12.5 now.
Let's go,
my
Mike.
God.
Let's go,
God.
Mike.
I mean, I almost don't even think they covered that spread at this point. I mean, look, the Raiders are bad, dude. So, I mean, love you to death, Samoan. And yeah, Chiefs going to put a hurting on you guys here pretty soon. So, yeah, going Chiefs.
All right, Andrew's going Chiefs. Ryan, we know that you love to pick the upsets. Are you going to make this one split down the middle and go with the Raiders?
Hell no. I'm taking the Chiefs. Like, like I said, enjoy that win that you got, because shit is not going to be sweet this week.
Yep.
So, hey, but if it comes to the end of the game and, things are close, just know I'm rooting for you guys. So,
yeah, I'm right there with you too.
Yeah, just know if you keep it close, I'm rooting for you guys, and I'm all for the Raiders this week, but I don't see it happening.
So Ryan sounds like he ultimately believes when it all comes down to it, the Chiefs will win, but he is rooting for the Raiders, Samoan. So although he doesn't have your team winning, he does want your team to win. So
I'm never going to put my faith in Geno Smith. No way.
That's
For real,
a fair statement.
Yeah, that's understandable for sure.
Yeah, I think Raiders fans are probably right there with you. Welcome to the AFC West Roundtable, a weekly live show featuring top-tier insight and analysis on all things AFC West. From the best creators in the division, including Denver Broncos creator Ryan, Kansas City Chiefs creator Marcus, Las Vegas Raiders creator Samoan, and Los Angeles Chargers creators Bolt Bro. Sleeper, use promo code you see on the screen, RTS, and you'll get up to $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. Link in the description box below. Quick parlay here for week 7. Samoan, let's start out here with you. You got Ashton Genty. Are you taking that anytime touchdown?
Oh, yeah. Easy. I think so.
Easy money. I love it. What about Jacoby Myers? Do you think that he could have a touchdown?
No. I don't think
you want to
so.
take the under on that one?
I'll take
Jacoby Myers not a guy who gets
he hasn't got a touchdown all
lot.
season long, and he's barely getting utilized right now. So I don't see that happening.
If you want to send him on over to the New England Patriots, man, I got a 4th round pick with your name on it. But we'll talk after
first,
stream.
though.
Yeah,
we'll
first. Okay. Hey, that might be the 32nd pick in the first round. So you know what?
I got you, bro.
I got you.
Just
all right, Marcus. Hey, there you go. Let's kick this one over to you, Marcus. Rashee Rice, baby, back here for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Damn, out of all the weeks, dog.
You think he comes back and gets that touchdown?
Ooh, man, anytime touchdown. Do we have our catches on there, or is it just touchdowns right now?
Yeah, right now it's just anytime touchdown. They have 2+ touchdowns. If you want to do that one, you feel really good.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's go Rashee Rice anytime touchdown. I mean, I'd be more comfortable with his catches, his over under on that, but yeah, let's do an anytime touchdown. I can see Andy force feeding him the ball and getting him his touchdown his first game back, and his first breakout game ever was against the Raiders 2 years ago. So
yeah,
hey, the Raiders struggle in the secondary. Big catch down the sideline. I can see it certainly happening. Now, Marcus, what do you think about this? Do you like Travis Kelce getting in the end zone in this game?
Do I have Kelce? Yeah, I can see Kelce getting in the end zone. I mean, I can see any of these guys getting in the end zone, man. The offense is back. So, yeah, I could see Kelce getting in the end zone as well.
The offense is back. That's going to be our parlay for this week. Let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And make sure you guys follow our parlay over on the Sleeper app.